Namaste and welcome to Key to You. Today we are in conversation with Apurvaa Saxena. Apurvaa is a yoga therapist. She has taken yoga to a different degree, and when I heard about her story, how she got introduced to yoga, it was a revelation and a goosebump moment for me. Apurvaa, welcome to this space, welcome to the channel, and we'd
Thank
like
you.
to hear more from you about who you are, where you're from, what do you do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nidhi, for calling me for this beautiful video interaction. So I have been practicing yoga since I was 6 years old. I started practicing with my mother. She was a follower of a very, very famous and amazing yoga guru, Guru Virendra Brahmachari ji. And from that time, I was practicing mainly the posture aspect of yoga. But when I reached the age of 19 and 20, I was diagnosed with a certain mental disorder where I was diagnosed completely to uh, be on medication for about 8 to 9 months. It was a severe depression where I forgot my own identity, my personality, and some said it was manic disorder, some said it was bipolar, but a very good doctor of mine said that let's not uh, term you with a very like a firm diagnosis. You will get okay, but do not leave yoga. And this time he said, do not go only towards the postures. Let's bring in the spiritual aspect of yoga, include more pranayam, include meditation, and slowly start with meditation. So that was a revelation to me, as the medicines which had to be continued for 3 to 4 years got stopped in just 9 months, and yoga had completely taken off all the side effects of the medicines and the disease. Everything became normal. My memory got okay, my vision, my hearing, everything that I was going through during that health issue. I was in third year of college, like my result had come, and life got absolutely to a standstill. And then pranayama, meditation, and studying yoga brought me back to myself. And then I didn't look back, studied more, did more diplomas, courses, and healing was something that also pulled me a lot. So I did Reiki, past life regression with Dr. Trupti, then NLP happened with you.
Right.
Did lot. I was lucky enough and blessed enough to be trained by uh, top 5 global yoga gurus of the country. And I worked in Ayush Ministry as one of the teachers of the school, Mukshaitan Yog Sansthan. I ran a branch of
Oh.
theirs in Delhi, uh, and taught at yoga festivals, and it was an amazing journey. And even now, I feel blessed to be teaching yoga as a tool of healing, life transformation, and not just standing on the head.
Ultimate agenda of everybody who ventures into the yogic journey is when can I do a shirshasana?
Yes.
Interesting, interesting. So yours and our interaction started when your inclination towards NLP happened. What were you thinking, or what was happening at that time when you decided to take the journey? How were you before, like before
Okay.
knowing about NLP?
NLP. So NLP was always like sort of a big question in my brain, as I knew about manifestations and how you program your brain. I knew about a lot of people who had achieved a certain level of success in their career, in their life with NLP. But I always had this fear that, oh, it's very expensive. It's a very expensive course. I can't afford it. I'm just a yoga teacher. How will I reach that level to be able to afford the fees? So when tragedy happens, then you have to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. So when I did my course on PLR, I was introduced about NLP by different NLP teachers there. They took workshops about what is it, and it made me really curious.
Right.
That wow, this is something different, and it will definitely help me become more confident about myself. And fear was one thing that I always wanted to get rid of.
Mm.
And I wanted to learn. I still want to learn and study as much as possible to win over my fears. So I met Hitasha, one of your students, in basic level of past life regression, and she was on and on and on praises about you and the course and how you guys helped her so much in her own journey. So I said, okay, Hitasha, if I have to do NLP, I'll do it from Nidhi Sagar and Manisha Sagar only. So, and I met Manisha at Goa reparenting retreat, and I was stunned the way she read me in a go. Like we were doing a personality analysis test, and she just saw me for a second. She absolutely, like, marked on the what kind of parent I am, or the analysis that we had to do, and just meeting ourselves even for a minute. The first minute I was a bit intimidated. Oh my God, how is it possible? This is scary. And like, okay, okay, I understand. This is a part of psychology, and it's okay. And then I was just very impressed with Manisha. Like the way she speaks, the way she stands, her posture, her confidence, her communication, and the way she used to interact was amazing. Like, wow, ये हुई ना बात ऐसे होते हैं एनएलपी टीचर्स एनएलपी कोच so that kind of gave me a spark, and I exchanged the numbers like, please do let me know whenever you are bringing a course. I met you and you are Nidhi's sister, so it's a blessing and a sign from universe that I have to learn NLP. So yeah, basic level was like it was like a spark. It gave me a spark and ignited the fire that was somewhere sleeping inside me. So you gave me that fire, like that fire push. It was a catalyst to give that fire an awakening that, बहुत हो गया अपने आप को कम समझते समझते अब the time has come to break over your barriers that have been stopping you from your ultimate real self. So the word of your brand, key to you, is absolutely apt.
Yeah, yeah, it is actually. It is.
You give us a key to know ourselves better.
To open your own locks. Is that
Yeah,
what you
absolutely.
mean?
Open the locks. And after the completion of basic level, my confidence reached another level. And I used to feel that balancing on anything would be impossible. I told my trainer who practices with me, I told him, आज कुछ impossible करा मुझे जो तुझे लगता है कि मैं कर नहीं सकती. So he said, I feel that you can do everything. It's you who does not feel that you can do all of that. So he took a yoga wheel. He said, you have
I
to
remember that.
stand on the yoga wheel and do a hasta padangushtasana on the yoga wheel. And I did that. And warrior 3, Veerbhadrasana 3, warrior pose on a wheel. And the last day session's impact was like so powerful that I knew nothing is impossible. And that spirit, that energy continued for a long, long time and helped me a lot.
Very nice. So, what has your commitment been towards yourself post the NLP? You've spoken about how the spark got ignited.
The words that you and Manisha Di used, the stories that Manisha Di used to narrate during the class, and you particularly used to say that whatever you live in your life, you live twice, once in your mind and once in life. That hit me like really, really strong. I said, oh my God, this is the key to manifestation. This is it. And you also told all of us in the class that it's just us who, in our belief system, think that we don't deserve.
Yeah.
But we're always born to be that person. It's just our stepping back from the reality that makes us feel that we don't deserve enough when we actually do. So that was uh, that made me stay committed to myself. And wherever there were ups and downs, I knew that I'll bounce back double. It's just a small challenge
For
to
sure.
test me.
And after this, what has the journey been like? What did you do subsequently, and what made you
Okay.
take the next step, and how?
Yes. So the most important step was that I started taking retreats last year in September, October. Up till now, I was taking hypnosis and hypnotherapy, different sessions of hypnotherapy, like inner child healing, age regression, past life. When NLP happened, and especially the basic level happened, I wanted to apply it to impossible cases.
Hmm.
Started taking impossible cases through word of mouth. Like, I knew that nothing is impossible. If I can do this, anybody can. So the first thing while I was doing basics with you was a case of a doctor who was fighting her vertigo. And she said that her vertigo somewhere was psychosomatic. And she really wanted to get rid of it because she had to travel to Machu Picchu and wanted to drive and wanted to travel through the sea to avoid her seasickness. And we did second person disassociation activity with her. By the time we reached third person disassociation, she got rid of her vertigo. Then she gave a video feedback and she was very happy. And she actually messaged me when she was flying through the plane that Apurva, I am not taking the medicine. It was just in the mind. The therapy helped.
Totally.
It worked. So after that, then more difficult, challenging cases came. But the magic was when NLP helped me in my retreat at Mukteshwar. So
Interesting.
I combined my yoga retreats with yoga, pranayam, meditation, hatha yoga meditation, along with all the therapies that I'm trained in. So I included NLP, few scripts around the work and script of fear, goal accomplishment, self-confidence building, and all of those in series of accordance, like you've trained us, like how to begin in a group. So that was just magnificent. The response, my students were so happy, so happy, and so overwhelmed, and they were so healed. They started feeling healed, and that made me realize that, oh my God, this is such a powerful tool. And I remember uh, messaging you, calling you that thank you so much. This retreat of mine went a super duper hit because this time NLP was also included,
Included.
and this had a huge impact on my life. It helped me understand that I used to run away so much from my own abilities, from my own capabilities. I always used to question myself, कर पाऊंगी क्या, हो पाएगा क्या, कर लेगी क्या, नहीं नहीं कहाँ यार, अभी था नहीं होगा,
We
नहीं
trained
आएंगे
in
लोग, नहीं
self-doubt,
मानेंगे.
aren't we?
Absolutely. The self-doubt ended
Hmm.
and the sense of confidence grew amazing. And 21 students registered for that, and they were full of praises and happiness. So, yeah, the basic level created such an impact. And the master level was um at a time when I was personally going through a lot of issues in my personal life and in my career also. So there were ups and downs, constantly ups and downs, and everything felt like, oh God, why me? No. So while doing the exam, I recalled one of your examples that whenever we are on the right path, whenever we are on this path, many exams, many challenges will be thrown upon us. It depends on our willpower, how we win over it, how we overcome it. So that helped me a lot. And I kept reminding myself, no matter what, मैं अपने कर्म से भागूंगी नहीं, पीछे नहीं हटूंगी. I have to work. I
Hmm.
have to go on. And this is just a test. And this shall leave. But it is here to help me become stronger. And I am way stronger than this challenge in front of me. So
For sure.
NLP Masters also helped me with that.
I remember the conversation just before the masters, where after the basics, you were convinced that you wanted to do the masters, and I hadn't heard from you in the longest time. The dates were approaching,
Hmm.
and how suddenly
Hmm.
you jumped back in into that.
Hmm.
What made you do that?
So I think whenever life becomes difficult, we should not run away from it. whenever things around us, circumstances become difficult, and there is an opportunity to learn how to come out of those circumstances, you should not say no to that opportunity. So I told my team, it's okay. Cancel the classes if you're not available. But I have to do this course. This is for me. This is for my self growth. It's okay. I'll take that loss. But it's okay if you are not taking the class. But I have to do this course no matter what. This is very important for me because this is for my own growth. I cannot fill anybody's cup with a half or empty glass of my own. So I needed to fill my own cup. So masters was at the right time
You
for
said the
me.
right thing, Apurva, here that normally, whenever the situation is difficult, general tendency that I've experienced with people is एक बारी ये sort out हो जाए ना तब मैं अपनी education में
हाँ
तब मैं अपने अंदर
हाँ
invest करने में that's
हाँ
when I will go into towards that direction.
हाँ
And
yeah
you did just the opposite. When you were in the thick of things, you were not well that time, and work wise all of this like you just shared, and also something with respect to your daughter being a little
yes
girl that she is, and
a
you had to
lot
attend to her so much and your own health.
a lot
I remember you attending it so many times from the bed itself, but hats
yes
off to that commitment. Truly, truly, truly. I mean, I really realize that that is what our fundamental lesson in life is, that till the time we don't focus here,
mm,
we speak about expenditure, investment, we understand that a lot. However,
mm,
when we think about these learnings, like you said in the beginning, these courses are not, they're expensive courses.
mm.
And we think of them as expenditures. However,
Yeah,
the shift is that, like you just said, how will I fill somebody else's cup when my cup is either half or emptying up? So the investment
totally.
happens here. What are the
This
areas
was
do you think
mm,
where
mm.
you've been experiencing the shifts, that not just in your classes where you're teaching, but let's say where it's not as tangible as that, where has,
Mm.
in hindsight thinking, when you connect the dots, where all has it helped you?
So it helped me a lot as a mother.
Uh-huh.
As mothers, we have this tendency to go in guilt for the slightest of the things. We have the tendency of going in guilt. So there was this activity in master that you made us do, where we did surrogacy, uh, sort of a practice where we had to switch the positions and take the role of um, the the person you are concerned about or you are feeling guilty about.
Stepping into
That
someone else's
activity,
shoes.
yes,
Yep.
stepping into someone else's shoes. Yeah,
Right.
that activity kind of shifted my perception about how my daughter perceives me,
Hmm. Yes,
of
I
how
remember.
she thinks. Yeah, I was so emotional at that time, feeling sad that, oh God, I am not emotionally available for my child. That also because sometimes family tells you that you're never emotionally available for your child, and even when you are, sometimes they do question. So it goes a lot at deeper levels that, oh God, I was not there for her. I am busy with my work. What kind of mother I am? So the questions troubled me a lot. And that activity changed completely the way I think how Advaita takes me as. And when she said all those things after the activity, I was stunned that exactly what came to me through her while doing that activity, an hour later, she said the same thing when I asked her. So that helped me. And also, NLP helped me in my personal growth, not just for career or my classes, but understanding that um, I need to be disassociated with a lot of situations in life with respect to people around me to not get affected.
Oh, yes.
I used to get affected by people's presence, by what they say, what they speak, what they do. And when we are in this energy field, so we have different antennas,
Mhm.
sensors everywhere.
Mm.
We sense, we feel energies and feel vibe. very, very much. And since childhood, I had this thing that if anybody is carrying some energy around them, I used to get affected. So NLP gave me that feel of protection. That okay, I need to put myself out from this, see that person and that event happening as a movie on the screen, and I am disassociated. So it stopped bothering me.
As
So I
simple as
started
that.
enjoying, yeah, I started enjoying family gatherings, get togethers. Everybody started saying, "Ah, to badal gaye." And my husband said, "You have started changing. You are enjoying get together. You are enjoying public gatherings." So NLP gave me like a beautiful tool that I in my mind I see that कि अच्छा हाँ ये पिक्चर चल रही है मैं इस पिक्चर में बैठी हूँ बट मैं यहाँ से देख भी रही हूँ so
Hmm.
that class those 2 3 classes about these activities helped a
Hmm.
lot
Hmm.
and it helps now to my clients.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So when you're talking about these results, there were also areas where which were deeper than this, like fears, etc. How have that been in your journey of
Mm.
this self-work through NLP,
Yes.
specifically through NLP?
Okay. So I'll be very honest. I am still working on my fears, and I have been able to reach a level where 50 to 60% of it does not uh, make me scared anymore. I was extremely fearful of losing a loved one due to personal circumstances of losing father, brother. Had kind of made me very fearful about even smallest of the illness that used to come to me or my mother or my daughter or husband. So now the situation is that the acceptance that it's okay, we all get sick, it's okay, it has come and it will go. So I do not attach myself to that. And the sudden realization NLP helped me with was to be in the moment,
Mm-hmm.
that it's just for now and this shall go. You need to be able to control and program your brain to stay balanced in the moment right now. Kal ki kal dekhenge. So this shift I noticed that happened with my anxiety also. I Anxiety is something that was it was like a byproduct of the illness that was there in 2008. So the doctor said that you'll have to live with managing anxiety for always. So yoga helped me, but on some cases or events, even hours of pranayam did not help me with anxiety because to program the brain, you need to have that script in your head. So
Right.
NLP helped me with anxiety a lot
Right.
uh, to get the answers.
When you say that this has worked so much with you, you had initial reservations about it being expensive, and then you took a plunge, like you said, when your personal self stood in front of you asking or demanding it. What would you have as a guidance, or what would you have as a recommender to somebody who is wanting to walk this path but still in that space of testing waters?
I would tell them that it's not at all about money. It's only about the mindset. We are ready to spend on medicines. We are ready to spend on doctors' prescriptions. But if we are invest on this course, we are actually saving ourselves from a lot of doctors' prescriptions, lot of medicines, and we are on a path where we can prevent a lot of situations so much that we can even avert an astrologer's prediction. This is
Wow.
tried and tested. Yes,
Wow. Tell me about that.
this is so. Yes, this happened recently.
Hmm.
Where someone had predicted by certain dates and certain months. Two people had predicted that by certain dates we would be moving on to a new place or something. That was happening also to move on to from Delhi to another place. And these 2 3 astrologers were very sure. They still are. But the decision would be made, the properties would be sorted, everything would be. However, my brain was programmed about the resources that we've learned in NLP environment and resources is something that is always in my head. Is the environment supportive of my goals? Do I have enough resources around me? Here, my environment is amazingly supportive. Resources are amazingly there. So, is it a practical decision that I'm making?
Interesting.
So, the thought changed. Thought changed the energy. The energy changed. Prediction averted. NLP helped me understand that thought is so powerful if I channelize my energy that no, I am guided and protected by a universal power there, which is way powerful than any other in this world, and it is there to protect me.
What you're saying is also makes a lot of sense, that you've shifted from a fear-based mindset to a trust-based mindset. Everything
Yes,
now, whenever we're thinking about a fear, for example, a fear of cough and cold, the likelihood of us experiencing cough and cold will go up many-fold. Otherwise, if we,
absolutely.
and I'm mentioning all of this is because we are approaching winter season. Too many people have had this in their mind frame that winter approaches, change of season, we will fall sick. The we will
Hmm.
fall sick is a program that is already initiated in the brain to
Bol diya. Yeah.
for
To
that
fall
to
sick.
kind of unfold.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's my experience as well. Ever since we started thinking like this through NLP, the number of instances of us falling sick every season has gone tremendously down to experiencing it one off, probably in 2 3 years. I mean, and that also
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
don't know what to base it on really. But
Hmm.
as far as health is concerned, that also started on a different note, on an upswing. So all of that, and I realize that what NLP teaches us is how are we able to repair our past through all these things, because that is what gets transported into our thinking, the anxiety that we have about the future. So repairing
Absolutely.
that past to prepare for the future is what we and I've heard you say that also, that there's so many things and tools which you experienced in NLP. Brilliant. So what is
Totally.
that one message that you'd like to give to somebody who's testing waters?
What is it to think about? What is there to think about? I think people
It's
take time to
expensive.
think. Yeah, expensive. They should think like I'm investing in something that will give me way ahead, way more. It will give you so much, honestly. Like financially, yes, a lot. Success, name, fame, it breaks the boundaries that you create around yourself of restriction. It changes your belief system. It changed my belief system about my own abilities and capabilities. And I jumped and I broke all those barriers, and the investment that I made in the course was nothing in comparison to what I'm earning now with respect to NLP course, with respect to the therapies, the courses, the retreats. People always take it like no, no, it's too expensive, it's too expensive, and some actually uh, no offense, but some teachers, they do say about the course fees and everything. They portray it in a way that it feels very, very expensive. So the mindset of a lot of people around me think that, oh, these courses cost so much, but they don't realize that it is life changing.
True.
You would become a different person altogether. So I would like to tell them, please do not wait for a mishappening to happen in your life to make you realize you need something like this.
Interesting.
You can avert that mishappening, you can avert that event from happening with just this. Because the brain frequencies that you learn and you'll understand to train according to your brain frequency will help you connect with that frequency.
Wow. Wow.
So
Beautiful.
yeah,
Very nice.
thank you.
Thank you so much, Apurva. The brain frequency that we are trained to think about will align us with that frequency. How many of you think and understand what we mean about that frequency? And we've actually come here to this earth to enjoy our time here and not to suffer. And suffering
Absolutely.
also can be changed how through just, it's just a matter of understanding. If we call it suffering, the other side calls it a lesson. And that is what
Yes.
we hear Apurva talk about through her journey and through her experience. Thank you, Apurva, for being
Thank you so much.
so transparent and for sharing your own inner thoughts
My
with us.
pleasure.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
You feel inspired through this. And well, you can reach out to Apurva to learn yoga, and you can reach out to us to learn NLP. We will be happy to be of assistance to you. Thank you, Apurva. Thank you, everybody, for
Thank
watching.
you.
Thank you.